Hello and welcome to a new HELiOS short clip, this time for HELiOS version 31.2. This short video explores the new options available to administrators for centrally managing HELiOS settings within the organization from their workstation. To this end, we have created new functions that allow administrators to group the relevant settings into packages, so-called setting packages, from their workstation, and then assign these to various users within the company, so that the next time they start up, they receive these settings without any changes needing to be made to their computer. Setting packages can be put together for each individual HELiOS user. Let me demonstrate this here with a small example. We now have a standard workstation for a design engineer here, and I would like my colleagues from Process Planning Department to receive a shorter result list, as they do not need as much information. I therefore carry out the configuration here at my administrator workstation. For example, I can move various attributes accordingly and thus customize my result list. Now it is much shorter. If I now want to convert the whole thing into a setting package, I use the Manage option down here, where I have 3 new functions. Here we have the option to manage setting packages. We also have the option to assign setting packages once I've created them, and for each workstation there is also the option to reset my workstation. The Save Settings Centrally function that was available previously is no longer there. Instead, we now have these 3 new functions. Let's get started, as we want to create a new setting package for our process planning, so we'll go to Manage Setting Packages. Here we have a whole range of options for packaging our settings. So here we can create new setting packages and delete existing ones. We can update an existing setting package. We can rename it. We can also duplicate an existing setting package to make minor changes to it. We can set one of the setting packages as the default package. This is the package that every user receives if they have not been explicitly assigned a package. We can import setting packages from others to our administrator workstation, and we can also restore backups of setting packages. In our case, we will now create a new setting package and will then be given the option to select which settings we wish to load into the setting package. All the settings that we upload to this setting package and then assign to the user will be available to the user the next time they start the system. Furthermore, I have the option to define for each of the individual uploaded sections whether the user can subsequently customize this themselves, or whether this section should always be overwritten for the user every time HELiOS is launched. If required, I can also apply this to all sections down here. In this case, we have also made some adjustments here in the results list templates. I'll select all of this here and create a new setting package called AV. We have now created a new setting package containing the settings I previously configured on my HELiOS desktop. The next step would be to assign this setting package accordingly. This is done using the Assign Settings Packages function. And here, for example, you can either select users directly or use a group filter. That means I could now deactivate the relevant groups here, and below you can see how the list gets shorter accordingly. In this case, the setting package should be for our process planning, and I can then select all process planning users down here and assign a corresponding setting package. I have now assigned the setting package AV to the users AV1, 2 and 3, and the head of department. And I confirm by clicking OK. If I now switch to another user who is also from process planning, you can see that they too have received the correspondingly customized result list, as well as all the other settings I uploaded to the setting package. This opens up many new possibilities, allowing the administrator to have a complete overview of all their colleagues and HELiOS users' settings from a central location. That's it for this short clip. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.